Nice meeting you, first of all. Like we haven't met physically, but
What's your name? I don't know. It's
my
showing
name
here
is
student.
Satvik. My name is
Satvik, yeah.
Satvik. Yeah, I'm from 2020 batch, so
Cool. Which branch?
yeah, a CSC.
Cool.
Okay. Okay, so I would like to start with a brief introduction. Then it will be a question answer pattern. So I'm beginning. So, good evening to everyone present here. IIT Bhilai is only in its fifth year of existence, and still it is achieving great heights in both research and placements. Our hardworking alumni are acing the professional aspect of their career, and we are proud to witness the same. The amount of experience gained by them is extremely valuable. And quoting the great Albert Einstein, the only source of knowledge is the experience. Following the same morals, Student Alumni Cell brings to you the newest edition of Alumni Masterclass in its second episode, which will include a talk by the alumni regarding his experience. So for this edition, we have invited Mr. Rithik Kumar. Now, a brief introduction about Mr. Rithik Kumar. He was a B.Tech student of the 2016 batch, majoring in electrical engineering. He grabbed different internships during his bachelor's at IIT Hyderabad in tychography and at CDAC Pune. Now he's working as a software development engineer, SG1 in AirAsia. Apart from academics, uh, 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 he was like, would you to start by introducing yourself briefly?
Yeah, sure,
Then we
sure.
can head to
I
the
think you're
questions.
speaking in between. I don't know if the problem is from my side or
Oh, okay.
is it clear for everyone else?
If someone could confirm in the chat box, it would be great. Am I audible?
Yeah, now you are audible. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I will start. Thanks, Satvik. Yeah, for the introduction. So, yeah, hi everyone. I
Okay,
hope
I
you are
think
all
your
doing
voice is breaking up now. Just a second. I'll
okay.
just check.
Check my connection.
Am I audible?
Yes, very well. I think.
I think it's a network issue on our side.
Okay, should I start?
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, Bhaiya.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, sure. You can start.
cool. So yeah, hi everyone. I hope you're all doing well. So I will just give a quick introduction about myself before moving on to the questions. So my name is Rithik Kumar, and I'm a software engineer. And at present, I'm secretary of Alumni Association of IIT Bhilai. I graduated from IIT Bhilai in 2020. My discipline was electrical engineering. I did my internship in CDAC Pune in my third year as a machine learning intern. So I got placed in AirAsia during campus placements in the seventh semester. So I joined AirAsia in July 2020, and since then I've been working there as a software developer engineer. And I mostly work in the backend development, but my role is not limited to that. I sometimes work on front end also. I will talk more about all these when I answer your questions. So Sadhvik, like you can start with the questions.
Yes, thank you. That was a very sweet introduction. So am I audible now?
Yeah, yeah, you're audible.
Okay. So for the first question, relatable for most of us present here, being freshers, how should we prepare ourselves for future internship opportunities, and what should be our priorities in between when we are on this path?
Yeah. The internships are very important, like as they groom you for the upcoming jobs and give you crucial industry exposure, which increases your chance of getting placed significantly. Yeah, you should prepare very well for internship. You should prepare for internship like you are preparing for jobs because like eventually the preparation is same for both of them. So like I would suggest a few things from my side, from my experience. So point number one is like have your basics clear. Programming is not just about coding. Like understand the fundamentals of programming, like all the basic things why this is happening, and not like such thing, and the complexity and all, because eventually that will be asked in the interview itself, not just coding. So and this is also very important when you start learning coding. So like it will give you a good base when you start to build your competitive coding skills. And the second point, solve as many coding problems as you can, competitive programming. Participate in online coding competitions in Coursera, Codeforces and all. There are many competitions are there. So which will hone your skills, and learn data structure and algorithms, which is very important. The more you practice, the better you will get, and you will find it really easy to crack interviews once you practice a lot of questions. So if you are in your first and second year, then there is no rush. Like take it slow. Enjoy other things in the college also. You have just come from JE, so if you even give 1 hour per day to coding, and that will be enough if you start from first year itself. So like don't rush, don't do have to do a lot of questions, so have to do work really hard. No, that's not the case. So, and the third point is try to do some good projects in the college. So you will get many opportunity to work on projects in some semester courses itself. There are many courses which are framed like that, so that you can do projects. And if there are no such courses, then you can find simply a group of friends and then start on your own. Projects have good weightage in the interview, and interview jobs and internships. So yeah, those are very important. So these three things I will suggest to prepare, and these will be your priorities while preparing for internships and job placements.
Thank you, Bhaiya. I think that was a very well put answer. So for the next question, in hindsight, like what are some of the things you would have done differently during your college career? And like, are there any things you wish you had known earlier in general?
Not much, I would say. I'm very happy that pretty well other things have been worked out. So there not much things I would change, but yeah, definitely there are some things which I might have done differently. I started my coding a bit late in my college. I was not very serious about it. So there were few things to consider. So being in electrical engineering department, and considering that we were the first batch, we didn't know what will the placements and all, which companies will come, the will core companies come or not. So there were many questions. So like we were not sure what to do, and if doing coding is a good gamble for us or not, or should I stick to my department? There are many things. I was not very decisive about myself in college. There was various questions in my mind, as I said, regarding code companies, and should I prepare for gate or should I start coding. So like my energy was distributed among all these things, and this was not in only in first year, it was until third year as well. So don't do that. Not since you have got your placement data, that which companies are coming and which companies are not coming. So you can decide easily what to do, what to focus on. Try to find what your interests are in the end of first year. Don't decide instantly. Like give it some time, explore various ways, because college is all about exploring in my view. So give it time, and you'll find out what you want to do. And since you have data, which companies are coming. If I choose to do coding, so there are companies which will come. So my chances of getting placed are good in that. So yeah, try to find one interest and then stick to it during your second, third, and fourth year. Also, when I did coding, I was mainly focused on machine learning and all, and I totally ignored data sets as an algorithm. So sorry, is anybody saying something?
I think they unmuted themselves by mistake.
Cool.
Please continue.
Yeah. As I said, I didn't realize the importance of data sets and algorithms early. So I was focused on machine learning. There were no seniors to tell us how important these things are in the coding interviews. So this I realized in the placement itself. When the OYO came, I sat in the placement interview of OYO, and I told them, I don't know DS and DSA. So they said you better start preparing for this. Otherwise, these are the basic thing. You have to have to know these things to get placed. Apart from this, like you have additional skills in software engineering or coding. So in machine learning, that will count as additional, but you have to know data sets and algorithm, because those comes under problem solving abilities. So yeah, try to focus on data sets and algorithms more, and do competitive programming if you have selected a coding line. Then otherwise, like you can choose what you want to do in the first second year itself. Yeah, I think that I might have done differently.
So, in your answer, you spoke about curriculars. What many of us have in college are extracurriculars. So, related to that, the next question is like, many of us want to know how much would be the impact of extracurricular activities in like during our placement season or internships. Will they help us get interviews, and like to what extent are they important?
Like see, this question is very important because like not many people think about thinking about when extracurricular activities when to talk about college. So like I believe like my concept of college, like it's a academic part is mostly learned by ourselves only. We pass exams and gain knowledge mostly by self-study on YouTube and all. Of course, props are there to guide you, but we do most of the reading part by ourselves, if you see. So, like, but I think that's not what college is all about. It's about the culture, the people, the mentality you develop to deal with real life situations. College helps you grow as a person. So, like, you mature there in the college. So, like, and how do you do that? How do you develop these skills? Certainly not by staying in your rooms and glued to your laptops and like do coding and all. You will not develop these skills like that. You can do that in your home also without any college exposure. So like so these skills develop by involving yourself in extracurricular activities like sports, singing, dancing, drama, etc. Whatever like whatever field you like. Uh, so like it was for me it was sports and some PORs. So I was actively involved in extracurricular activities in the college. I went to Inter IIT two times, and I was in the organizing committee of first Prayatna, and I was also the captain of one team which came runners up. And so like and there were various other clubs I was actively involved in. In Miralian Photography Club, I was also there. So I don't even remember some clubs' names. So like because we were the pioneer batch, so like there was so many opportunity to grab, so much things you can do. Start the whole culture of college by yourself. So yeah, it was really fun, and it like taught me many things. So yeah, these things are important. And from my experience, I can say that these have done only good for me. So uh, and you develop subconsciously leadership skills and communication skills, which you don't like. You don't realize that you're developing these skills. And so coming back to the questions in placement and internships also, like this these have helped me a lot because you are dealing with high pressure situation there if you see. So like yeah, these things help you deal with those situations, those real life situations. So like also nowadays we all realize the importance of mental well-being, right? So like and these extracurricular activities like act as stress buster also. Like so these are very important in your college. So like I would say don't ignore your academics also. Keep that in focus, be sincere about that, but in college like have fun basically. So yeah, study part you will cover by yourself, and that is not you don't have to study much to pass exams and maintain a decent grades. You can do that because you have passed the toughest exam of India. So yeah, cut yourself some slack. Yeah.
That answer was very comforting for us. Thank you. So for the next question, like a bit technical, are system design questions like also asked for, like are they expected to be answered from freshers in the interview?
For freshers, no. System design questions are not asked from freshers because like these things are the things which you learn while doing actual work in the industry, in IT industry. And to be honest, it's not even asked even after from 1 year of experience. If you have more than 2 or 3 years of experience, then only these things are asked. And these things are asked for mainly for the role of software engineer or senior software engineers. So yeah, don't worry about system design for now. Just focus on data structures, algorithms, competitive programming, and basic like coding concept. OOPS, I would say, computer networks, DVMS. These things are will be asked more frequently, and system design, no, you don't have to worry about that.
This being a meet hosted by student alumni cell, like it is very important for seniors to like able to give us referrals, uh, like when we are out looking for jobs in the job market. So when someone comes to you for a referral, what will be your criteria for such a referral?
I would say relevance. Relevance will be my criteria. Like it's not a criteria. Like if you're applying for a job or via referral, so the first thing you should understand is in the job profile. I should see like if your requirements match, if the requirements of job matches your resume or not, because there's no point like if your skills don't align with the job requirements, right? So like many people don't do proper research before applying for a job or applying for a they see someone is working in a company, they say there's an opening and they just message for the referral. But that is no use, because if you see many of the jobs are like they require experience of more than 1 year or 2 years. So these things, if your resume aligns with the job requirement, then I don't see any other issue to refer someone. Apart from some things are some basic things are there, like maintain a good resume, have some interesting projects in there, and maintain a good decent CGPA should be there. Like I would say above 7.5 is fine. Yeah. So there many companies like they will allow you to sit in the interviews if you have CGPA above 7.5, but very few they require 8. So yeah, it's better if you do like above 8. But yeah, 7.5 should be fine. But very rarely if you and they will ask more than 8. So yeah, that's all you need from my side for referral. I don't see any big things there. Yeah, just do research about that whatever job you are applying. If your resume, your skills matches with the job profile or not. Relevance is the main criteria. Yeah.
Hello, am I audible? Can you hear me?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I
Yeah,
can. I
no,
think I
you're not.
lost you there for a second. Yeah.
Did you got my answer? Was I
Yes, I
audible?
got your answer. Yes, yes, you were audible for your answer.
Yeah, sure.
So in your last answer, you were like, first, thank you. We will be coming to you for referrals.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
And like in your last answer, like you talked about projects. So this is a doubt most of us have. Like, how important like were your projects in getting your placement, and like what were, if you could discuss your projects in the resume which got you selected, it would be very nice.
Yeah, yeah, sure. So the thing is, if you have done internships, then the project-related questions were mostly asked from that only, right? So it won't matter then what projects you have done in your college. If you have done internships, so that will be the major contribution to the project part for your interview. So like it was same for me also. I was asked to explain my project, which I did in my internship at CDAC. So make sure you are able to explain your projects and be ready for the questions, counter questions related to that project. So if you explain your project in a nice and interesting way, and the interviewer gets very impressed, and then your chances of getting selected boost up. So that is very important. Make sure that you are able to convey your whatever you have done, and have good understanding of your project. That is very important. They can ask tricky questions related to that. So you have to make sure that you have understood all parts of your project, and some like limitations are also there. So prepare some good notes on that before applying for interview. One more thing, projects are generally asked after coding questions in the interview. So you will be first given data sets as algorithms questions will be there. If you like answer those questions, then the second part will be the project. So you will not be asked projects straight away. So the first thing they check is your problem solving abilities. So yeah, you make sure you prepare well for that also before preparing for projects. And yeah, try to find a good internship. If that is there, the project part will be from there also. If not, no worries. It's not like if you have not done internship you can't get placed. It's not like that. Many people have done that. Without internships also, so it's not a deal breaker as per se, but yeah, it definitely helps. Mm, so if you have not done any internships, then you should do some good projects, interesting projects in your college itself, which will be asked in the interview. Yeah, yeah, but they are important part. Yeah.
We have one question like related to competitive coding, which we get into after our 12th GE. We come into college and we see others doing it, or we get interested into competitive coding. So, like related to this, how much the like our code chef rating, like how much is this directly proportional to increasing our chance of getting hired?
So yeah, there is no mathematical equation here. Uh, so if you see ratings, there's no way to verify that, right? Your friend can help you get a 6 star or 7 star on Codeforce and Coursera. So there's no way to verify that. They won't check the ratings. They for interview the ratings won't matter. What matters is like if you have proper knowledge or not. They will check instantly there. They will ask to like there will be 2 3 rounds, and they will ask many questions in various fields, and you have to answer those. So ratings won't matter. Just like if you have a good understanding, if you are good in problem solving, you have done many questions, and you are able to solve those questions there. Nothing else matters. Just one thing matters, that you are able to solve the question and explain your approach to the interviewer. Yeah.
We had a related question to the next one, like about your projects and internships that you did. Like,
Mhm.
would you like to talk about any one project? Like, explain in an interview perspective how you presented it to the interviewer. This is a question we got in the chat box.
Okay. Uh, yes, question. Okay. So as you see, my interview was like almost 2 years back, 2.5 years back. So I don't properly remember like how I explained it to them, and the project was also like 3 or 4 years ago I've done. So like I've tried to remind what I have done and what I did to explain, but I won't have the clear memory of it. So I will try. So the project which was asked from me was from my internship, as I said, in which I did in CDAC. So like it was a machine learning project. So basically, what we are doing, so CDAC is a government organization which works on computing, high level computing and all. And it was working with the Association of Astronomy Department of Government. So what we are doing, there's a one astronomical body called pulsars, which are fast rotating neutron stars. So those pulsars are very crucial for like you can say humankind, because the information they provide about climate and various other things which are very important. So what our job was to identify those pulsars among the stars, which was not possible by naked eye or observation. So we were given data like radiations emitted from them, and many other data were there. So with those data, using some machine learning algorithm, we had to predict if in particular space that if there any neutron star or not. So yeah, that was me and Anis was there. So we two were working in a group to work on this project. So this was basically what our project description was, and what we did, we used classification and convolutional neural network. I don't know if you have heard about it. Those who are familiar with machine learning might know CNN. So there were various other things we used, but basically on the high level, we used CNN to classify those stars from pulsar. And we got I think 92 or 93% accuracy, which was pretty good there. So they were really impressed, and so yeah, the project was successful, and we wanted to continue it, but we didn't have time, as our placements were coming, and we were still in college. We were not full-time employee, but they wanted us to continue whenever we get free time. But eventually, unfortunately, we could not. Yeah, so these things at that time I had a better memory of the technical part of this, but this is all I can remind for now. Does that answer your question?
Yes, I think it answers it perfectly. It gets to the crust of what we were asking about. So yeah, we got another question. These questions are being sent in privately. I don't think people want their names to be known. So this person is asking, when did you start coding? In which year? And maybe you could also explain about like how important it is to start early, or how, or if it's irrelevant according to you.
Like as I've already said in second question, I think which you asked me about uh, what are the things you might have done differently. So I answered this question. I think there that I started coding pretty late. I think in third year or second year, you can say second year or fourth semester. So like I started with Python. I was a bit lazy, so I wanted to learn some easy language, which so I didn't have any prior coding language. So I started with Python, and I saw many friends doing coding and all. So yeah, but I was not serious about it. So I was still like thinking about giving gate exam and still working in electrical, and still I was double minded, as I said. So no, so I did not started coding seriously. But after like when the placement started, so after that I like seriously started coding for 3 4 months. Look, so that I won't recommend to anyone. That was a very very difficult thing to do. So I have to do many questions, like 700 to 800 questions during that period. So like that was very difficult. I had to stop everything else, whatever I was doing. So start early. Yeah, that is very important. Start early as you can. Uh, it's better if you start in the second semester itself. Don't do coding in first semester, I would say. First semester, like you have like just come into college and get a hang of college, explore other things. Don't go straight away in those things. So yeah, give your mind some rest. Then in second semester you can start with don't do too much coding at the beginning. Otherwise, like you might find it like difficult to do or uninterested. So like start with some like 1 or 2 hours per day, like that, and start with easy questions. There are many questions on hacker rank which will help you get started if you haven't done coding prior to that. So yeah, so eventually you will start to solve questions. You will develop your ability to solve questions. You will move to tougher questions. You will give competitions. You will build confidence, and eventually, like there's too much time. If you start in second semester, you will like you can easily become 6 to 7 star on code courses and courses both. So like that will be more than enough to land you job anywhere, even in the Google. So yeah, don't worry about that. But start early, yeah. If the earlier you start, the better for you.
Someone had asked like how many internships you did. I think it is a clear answer, but is there like, are there any more internships than the one you mentioned, the two
Yeah,
internships?
yeah, yeah. So the reason why I did not mention that first internship, which was done in IIT Hyderabad, because it was a research internship, and I did that in second year itself. So I don't count that as an internship. I just as an exposure. Because like me and my roommate, like so if you I don't know if you know, for the first 2 years, IIT Hyderabad used to oversee all the academic activities in the IIT Bhilai. So when the profs were coming from IIT Hyderabad, so like in second year, we contacted one of them, and we told him that we want to do a project under you, a research internship under you, if you say that, and he agreed. So like yeah, we went there for we worked under him for 3 months. So it's more like some project under some prof, right? But it was a research internship, you can say. So so yeah, that is the reason I did not mention that. But that is not industry experience. Internship, I believe, is more like industry experience, which you are working in some IT industry, IT company, um, yeah, which will replicate your working during the job. Yeah.
Tanmay has a question in the chat box. If you could just unmute Tanmay, it would be very nice for you to
Mhm.
interact with Bhaiya.
Am I audible?
Yeah, yeah, you are audible,
Yes,
Tanmay.
you're audible.
Bhaiya, I want to ask about you started working, and from that time, do you find any significance of the things you learned during the EE courses?
E courses, yeah. So yeah, I completely like I don't work in EE department. I was in EE department, but when I started coding, I stopped taking many courses. If you see there are open electives, I don't know if it's still there in the course in the curriculum, but at our time there were open electives in our branch. So like we could choose subjects because EE and CS are both combined department. If you see in IIT Bhilai, Department of EECS. So like you can choose whatever course you want to do from either CS or EE. So I basically started taking more CS courses, and no E will not like help in coding. Yeah, that is completely different field. No knowledge of E will work in the coding department. You have to. This is a totally different field. So there is no significance of EE courses, I would say. Some courses are there. I don't say like there are no courses, because the code electrical courses like motor generators, those won't there aren't any significance for those courses. But signals and systems, these things are there that have some significance, I would say. Yeah. Is that clear, Tanmay? Cool.
If anyone else has any questions, please unmute yourself and ask. This is a very good opportunity for you to interact with Rithik Bhaiya.
Who is this? How to play? I, I used to play a lot of cricket in college. So
Oh,
Bala, yeah, I know him. He was in my team.
oh.
As I said,
Would
like
you like to share any?
uh, just
Would you
watch
like to?
tutorial
Yeah.
of Virat Kohli on YouTube. That will help us. So like basically, I would say talk about bit about sports activity. This is a fun thing. Like whenever my friends used to find me, like they would go to a cricket field or somewhere else where there might be some game going on, like whether volleyball, badminton, anything else. They used to find me there only. So I have spent lot of time in college playing, and I don't regret it. I don't regret it a bit. So do it also. If you see, it won't affect your career. It will only help your career. So have fun. I would say there is too much time in college. You don't have to do coding all the time or study all the time. There's too much time. You watch TV series if you like. Uh, I would say come out and play. That is better. And if you don't want to play, do any activity which you like. As I said, singing, dancing, drama, anything which you like. There are many things to do in college, which you won't get chance after you graduate. I think that is the best 4 years of your life. Don't waste it only by studying. I repeat this. So yeah, keep this in mind. But academics should be your priority. I would not say don't ignore that. If you ignore that, like there are people I've seen which uh, keep them involved too much in sport, and that they totally leave studies and all, like their grades get affected. So keep that your priority, because that's why you went college, right? You went to college to get a good job, and or higher education, whatever. So that should always be your priority. But as I said, there's too much time. Don't waste too much time in study also only. Explore other things also, which will help you in your life, and that will also help in getting placed. But you might not realize it, but it will help. Yeah. It has definitely helped me. So that is all.
Tanmay is asking, do you find time to play now?
Yeah, I play every morning. I go
Oh,
to play cricket I wake up at 4:30 and go play cricket, and I come back at 7:30 to 8, and then at 10 a.m. my office starts, meeting start, and then I join that. I can't live without playing, man. I'll, and I will play until I can.
nice, nice. Anyone else wants to unmute, ask questions? Maybe turn on your video. Let Bhaiya see you. Let's give it a minute.
Yeah, sure.
Anyone?
Ask question.
In the meanwhile, like, could you give like
Yeah.
could we okay, we have a question.
Yeah.
Uh, do we need coding even if we want core jobs?
No, why would you need coding if you want core jobs? Tell me this. Like coding is different. Like IUC, is this? Which branch are you from? Okay. Yeah. So if you want code, you don't have to do coding. Coding is for those who want to do IT jobs, CS jobs. So and doubly, if you want to stay in code, you can prepare for GATE. You can target PSUs. My some of my friends have done that, and like they are doing good. And there's many things you can do masters as well in IITs and all. So there's many opportunities in code also, right? If company doesn't come, don't worry. If you like it, if you like electrical engineering, you should pursue that only. Don't do that like everybody is doing coding. I have to do that. No, that's not the case. That will not make you happy. No, like you might even land a job, but you will not be happy. So don't do that. If you like E, focus on E, and you will get a good job in E as well. Many of my friends have got. I am also from electrical, so yeah, I can confirm that.
Nice to hear that. So could you like give us any advice for like just to close the session? Consolidated set of advice depend on the like a consolidation of what we spoke about.
Yeah, so if you see, like my philosophy has always been uh, have some balance between your academics and your personal life and your I would say I won't say professional in your case, professional life because like you're still student. So academic part and like your social skills, I would say. So develop your social skills. That will only help because if you see in interviews on also, so whatever the questions they ask, whatever coding they ask, there's not much coding in the job to do because I can say like so if I don't know how many of you do coding. So what basically in my job the most thing I only do if else and for loop. So that is the basic. If you start coding, those are the things you will learn. So there's no big thing, no data structure, no graphs and trees and all you have to do here. The work is very easy, right? The coding part is not too much because everything has been handled because of the technologies. So as you see, they don't want people who can do very good coding. They want people who can manage situations, who can manage stress, who can communicate with others, who can build leadership qualities. So these are the things they look for. They don't look for it directly. They look for it they monitor how you answer, how you approach the question, how you communicate your answers to the interviewer. So yeah, so these things, if you notice, you won't learn just by doing coding in your room. These things you will learn when you get out and meet people, interact with people, play, perform, anything. So yeah, keep a balance between those things, these two things, and enjoy as much as you can in college life, keeping the priority to academics in your mind. Yeah. That is my advice to all of you. I hope I was clear in my understanding.
Yes, sir. Yes, Bhaiya, you were very clear. I think it was a very fruitful session. We thank you very much for your time.
Yeah.
So, just before we end it, I would like to request if like please everyone just turn on their cameras. Maybe we could take a screenshot and like everyone could give a reaction of their choice, which would pop up above their name. Thank you, Tanmay. Anyone more? Anyone else? Nice. Nice. Everyone, please turn on your cameras. Two people in a frame is even better. It's better. Please come in.
Please turn on your cameras, guys.
Nice, nice. Thank you. I got my screenshot. Thank you very much. Thank you, Bhaiya,
Thanks.
for your
Thanks.
time. It was a really fruitful session.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot too. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, any problem, any guidance you need, you can ask directly me. So I think you all have my LinkedIn profile. I saw that in mail. So yeah, you can contact me. Anybody of you can contact me, and if you want any referrals and all everything, so any help, I will be very happy to help you.
Thank you very much, Bhaiya. Have a nice day.
Thanks.